Good morning for June 5th, 2023. This is Mornings with Michael, brought to you for informational and educational purposes only. So we're going to skip the news today, and we're just going to look at some charts. Remember, price and volume mean everything to us. So let me share my screen. So I showed this on Friday. I think for the most people out there, this is something to keep in mind with an annuity or a life insurance index universal life insurance. Your money will never go down. When the stock market goes down 30, 40, 50%, you keep all of that. And when the returns come back in, your money will keep growing. So the average annual growth of this annuity is 12.58%, which is pretty incredible. So let's move on. We'll share another screen. This is what has happened today. The green is positive, the red is negative, and I guess the black is pretty much neutral. Some money moving into Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla had a good day today, up 1.5%. So communication services, this is the ETF we've been looking at, is doing well. Technology as of late has been doing well. Software as well. So that's just a little look about where the money is flowing. Next screen. This is the New York Stock Exchange, the trend. It's been down here. Looks like we got close to a double bottom, but not quite. So this is Dow Jones. This is the S&P 500. And this is the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line. It is picking up. And some blue bars down here, even though we had a big sell-off over here. Let's go and take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is picking up as well. Here's the advanced decline line. It's shooting up. Now let's take a look at the equal weighted NASDAQ stocks. Broke out on Friday. It's continuing up today. It's broadening the support, which is good. Go take a look at our dollar. Dollar is down slightly today, pretty flat. Yields are up slightly, but they're still under their 10-day moving average. So they're holding in tightly there. Take a look at the 20-year yields, doing about the same. So this is why the highly valued NASDAQ stocks can continue to rise. Let's take a look at the volatility index. It's up slightly today, but it is at extreme low levels, down below 15. Wow, that is really low. And let's take a look at our crypto. Bitcoin is down, pulling back quite a bit today. Ethereum, about the same, down 7%. a look at copper. Slightly off. It's tried to fill the gap here and see if it can continue up. Gold is bouncing off of those levels there. We'll see if it can continue and move back up where it was before. And silver, silver is pulling back as well as bouncing off of its declining 10-day moving average. See what's moving. Building shares picked up a little bit, or home construction. Materials, metals, pulling back a little bit, trying to remain at its 20-day moving average. Had a big rise up here to bounce below the, once it hit around 85, and we'll see if it can grab some of its footing again. Take a look at the semiconductor index, pulling back from its extreme levels, down 1.22% today. Take a look at technology. Still doing pretty well, even up at extended levels here. Software continues to perform well with AI in focus. Financials, not doing too much, still below the 200-day. Energy popped up earlier and now it's pulling back on the news that Saudi Arabia was going to pull back on oil with the slowing purchases of oil. Look at the biotech index. Number of healthcare stocks were performing well today. Biotech is up. And IBB is up. Consumer sector continues to perform well. And we can see the healthcare sector has bottomed here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 days up in a row. Go take a look at some of the issues in semiconductors. Samsura on their earnings continues to perform well. Got these darn pop-ups, just keep blurring my vision here. So earnings came in at 58% earnings surprise. So the stock continues to perform well. It broke out of a base here. So we'll continue to watch that. NVIDIA pulled back slightly, but is hanging in there. It's still quite above the low of when it broke out here. MD still above the low over here as well. I have way too many emails popping in here. It is really annoying me. So let's take a look at what else is performing well here today. In the crypto, in the not the crypto, but in the networking space, Sentinel-1 platform to detect cyber attacks. Take a look at that ETF, how that did today. It's pretty much staying flat. Palo Alto Networks zoomed up on, is being added to the S&P 500. Guidewire Software is trying to bounce back. I was looking at the wrong list, actually, so please forgive me. Here we go. Here's the healthcare. Day one pharmaceuticals popped up 2.57%. Amadeus gapping up above its 200-day, up 15.4%. Unity Software up 17%. On some of the largest volume it's seen. Option Care Health gapping up 6.27%. There's Samsara, looked at earlier, up about 12%. Magic Software in the software space. It's really sold off and it kind of petered out here. Palo Alto Networks up 4.4%. And Disc Medicine, treatments for hematologic diseases, up 2.11%. So that's the plus side, and now the negative side. Castle Biosciences down, wow, about pretty close to 50%. Did try to recover somewhat today. BMC Global in the construction space sold off, but it did come back, this is slightly bullish, 5.52%. Comtech Telecom sold off 11% today. Oh yes, this is a big mover. EPAM Systems. Down about, comes up here. Not sure why this isn't wanting to come up. Finally comes up, down 22% and closed on its low on massive volume. Provider of outsourced IT. Their earnings came out a negative 1% over here. So we'll just have to figure out what is going on there. And that's all of our news for today. We'll have an expanded coverage tomorrow, but the market still is hanging in there. It's moving up. Not sure if we took a look at this one, but we can take a look at this one and one other issue. The market is broadening out in the NASDAQ and in the S&P 500. It's still pretty flat. IWM sold off today, down 2.5%. The Dow Jones pulled back 0.5%. So there you have it. We'll catch up with you later. Mornings with Michael is brought to you for informational and educational purposes only, and we hope you have a great Monday.